It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, we made it to the weekend, baby! Friday. Hey, it's the Friday edition of the Geno Show. Let's kick off the weekend, everybody. So I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So shout out to everybody on East Coast time, Eastern time, Detroit City representing my people in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Philly checking in, Boston, New York City, down to D.C., Bmore, Baltimore, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here in the Carolinas, representing Charleston, South Carolina, down in the 305, Miami, Tampa, Orlando, ATL, Georgia, 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Stand up, Chicago. Stand up, everybody from Minneapolis to Milwaukee to Memphis. I love the alliteration with the M's. And then we got Little Rock, Arkansas. Shout out to Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, Houston, Texas. I see you out there. Live in Los Angeles and everybody on the West Coast, 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. Listen, tell everybody to subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video, like, binge watch all my back episodes. Please leave your comments in the comment section and please support Black-owned media. Please support the Geno Jones Show and all your other media platforms. You guys, listen, everybody from Roland Martin's Black Star Network and so many YouTube channels. Don Lemon, shout out to my man, Clay Kane, Karen Hunter. Shout out to Dr. Greg Carr with Sirius XM. And just shout out to Rick Party. I got you, Rick. I see you, man. So I got everybody in there. So it's important that you support Black-owned media, all Black institutions. We are all we got. But the truth is, we are all we need. Come together like the Black Avengers, save humanity. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, if you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, I'd be honored to have you as a sponsor. If you'd like to advertise, shoot me an email. Hit me up at my Gmail, which is Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell my Geno, because they got another bootleg Geno out there on some MAGA-ish. I think he spells his with an I on YouTube. No, not the bootleg. The authentic, the real deal is me. That's how you spell it, Geno. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Now, if you would like, as individuals, even as a company, but if you'd like to make a contribution, if you'd like to financially support the show and my media company so we can continue to bring you great content, great guests, and just to enlighten and inform, to enlighten and empower and educate and uplift and inspire the culture and the community and humanity. So you can make a financial contribution. You can support my media company and the show financially. You can either Zelle me or you can cash out. Zelle is just Geno Jones, spelled like this, Geno Jones, and then type in for the number 843. Got that? Zelle, Geno Jones, then type in 843. Cash app, $Dad G Jones. $, capital D, lowercase a-d, capital G, capital Jones, $Dad G Jones. Oh, by the way, hello, everybody watching me live right now. The show is interactive, which means you can hit me up. You can jump in that chat room and jump in there and just say, hey, Geno, type in, hey, Geno, this is so-and-so, this is Sharon, I'm watching in Chicago, or this is Stephanie, I'm watching out in L.A., or this is Tamika, I'm watching down in Atlanta. I'm just making up some names. Doesn't matter, you know. Or this is Rashid in D.C., whoever, wherever, however you get down, wherever you are watching the show. Man, to quote the late Dwight Myers, my man Heavy D, got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, mama. So please, it is so important that we support Black-owned media. Once again, tell everybody to subscribe to the channel. You record me like a little video, put it up on your reels, on your social media platforms, encouraging everybody to support financially support shows like mine, my show, my media company. Also, we got to support black-owned media and all of our black-owned institutions across the board. You with me? I know you with me. So I didn't get into it completely yesterday. So there's been so much, there's been talk. Well, first of all, there was a video. So apparently this was in Baltimore. Pastor Marvin Sapp, never would have made it without you. And you never would have made it out of that church. Never would have got a penny of mine. And you never would have made it out of there if you had him ushers close the door. He went, so Marvin Sapp with Teddy Pendergrass, he went TP. Ushers, close the door. Close the door. I said, close the door. Close the door. I was just waiting to hear Teddy Pendergrass. Close the door. Come here, woman. So he was giving a sermon, and it was 1,000 people, according to Marvin Sapp, Pastor Sapp, I'm a huge fan of his music. So he was like, listen, I got to get $40,000. Never said what it was for, but hey, listen, who am I to ask? Well, I'm somebody. And it was according to Marvin Sapp, Pastor Sapp, he was in his pastoral role. $40,000 he needed. 1,000 people were in the church. He said 1,000 people were watching online. And he said, I got to have 40. He said, because it takes money to be up in here. I'm paraphrasing, but it's something like that. It just these things take money. Something to that effect. And then I guess people were moving to, so he said, because I want to see everybody get up and come up front and put the money in the basket, because I want to see who's donating. He's told the usher, close the door. Close the door. I said, close the door. And then kind of, got like a little frown in his brow. Close the door 4 times. Like I said, I'm thinking that somebody gonna start playing Teddy Pendergrass's Close the Door. Close the door, that's the joint. So, like, everybody's got to give at least $20. So you can imagine, man, the internet, which is undefeated, social media, man, listen. Woo, talking about never would have made it. never would have made it. Off social media, shoo, wow. Man, he got roasted. So he issued a statement and released it on social media, basically saying that people didn't really understand, and that, because yesterday I may say he locked folks in. Okay, maybe technically he didn't tell them to lock the door, but he said, shut the door 4 times. Don't let nobody leave, because, we all gonna leave at the same time. Nobody leave. You can find the video. It's out there. It is out there. Now, I don't know. If I had Sean Mitchell, our legal expert, he would probably say in certain courts, some juries could see that as kidnapping. Now, listen, I'm just being funny. I'm not saying that Pastor Marvin Sapp was trying to kidnap anybody. I'm just saying that if you just would have just kind of heard that out of context, you might have been like, damn, what are you doing? You kidnapping folks until they give him $20? Straight, was it gangster? Kidnap? Extortion? What are we doing here? Close the door. I said close the door. Close the door. Close the door until everybody give me 20. That's straight G. Marvin Sapp, I didn't know you had that G in you like that gangster in you. All right, but he issued a statement, like I said, and said that people, they took it out of context. They don't understand the church and how the church operates and how they do things. And look, it's Friday, so I always try to have some fun. We, keep it funny on Friday, for the most part, unless it's something really, really crazy going on. But that is taking up a lot of talk on social media. You all are talking about it. And folks like, that's why I don't like to. That's why I stopped going to church. But yeah, if nothing else, I didn't know he had that gangster, that gene, that bully in him. It was like he like swole up. Close the door. Just close the door. I said, close the door. Close the door. 4 times, not once, not twice, not 3, 4 times. Close the door. And I want y'all come up front. Don't bring the money up here. I want to see you put the money in the basket. I don't know. Good thing I didn't go to that church. Because, sometimes you go as a guest. I got a feeling whoever was there as a guest, they couldn't wait to get up out of there. I guess they was like, you take me into this church, dude. Marvin Sapp, I like his music, but what the hell, he gonna just kidnap us? But you gonna bully me? You gonna make me give you 20? What if I didn't have it? What if that was my last $20 to get to work, to try to buy gas and eat, or make sure that my kids had lunch money? What if I didn't even have a 20? What if I didn't have the 20? What were y'all gonna do? Was it gonna be like a pawn shop? All right, give me your watch, give me your ring. What were you gonna do? Like a title loan? Give me the title on your car. What payday loan? What, you want collateral? You gonna come to the house and take my big screen TV? What the hell is going on here? Woo! Wow, this is a funny episode. I'm cracking myself up. I am. It's real. So listen. I got folks. I see you watching. Hey, if you got an opinion, give me your take. What's your take on what happened with Pastor Marvin Sapp? And shout out to Jasmine Crockett, United States U.S. representative, United States representative. Her district is in Dallas. Sister's a fighter, and she took a lot of heat for calling. Well, she said she wasn't actually calling him Governor Hot Wheels. She wasn't making fun of his disability, because apparently a tree fell on his back, like in the 80s. I thought I read somewhere like around 84, and he's been paralyzed from the waist down. So listen, the whole MAGA cult, they'll take it. Now, they got the dude that their Lord and their Orange Lord and Savior, Donald J. The J stands for Jackass Trump, a.k.a. Orange Hitler, has mocked openly people with disabilities of reporters like, oh, so Trump can do that. And you got so many folks in this MAGA cult that bully and mock everything and everybody. Now, I get it, because my mother's watching me live, and I can hear my grandmother say, if so-and-so, if they go jump off the bridge, you gonna go jump off the bridge too. All right, don't be a follower, be a leader, and just because they go do something wrong, that don't mean you go do it. I get that. I get all it, because God ain't gonna judge. He ain't gonna judge you on what they do. He gonna judge you on what they do. And I get that. And that she is a leader, and it was an unforced error, and they gonna come for her. Listen, they've been coming for her since she's been in it. So whoever, the they as the MAGA cult. So you can't live your life worrying about people who don't like you, who despise you, who want to see your demise. You can't worry about people who are hateful and bigoted and racist. They always gonna have some shit to say. You cannot live your life for the approval of white people, or at least white racists, or those black folks that are engaged in anti-blackness, or Latinos or Asian Americans. Anybody that sees you in a negative, in a real racist, stereotypical way, you can't worry about that. You can't worry about that. They're going to see you in a negative way. How you see me does not determine how I see myself. Please understand that. So I don't give a damn what you think about me. I really don't care what you say about me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on my family. And don't mess with my money. And then what you think about me, MAGA cult members, what you have to say, first of all, most of you all, the majority of you all are not even qualified to try to have an intelligent, honest, fact-based conversation. Period, full stop. You're not even qualified to have a conversation without the lies and just the racist narratives and stereotypes. So I don't even engage in the foolishness on social media. You know, all the because you got all these bots, which are people that sit in these, they call them like farms, places. They're not actual farms, but they call them, you know, bot farms. People in countries like Russia primarily that just sit around and try to pit black people against each other on social media, because they come on social media with fake accounts, you know, like they're a black person. They'll say some dumb anti-black racist shit. You know, all black women are this, all black men are this. But you can tell, because it reads the same way. It's like an AI generated post. After a while, you could just look at it as like, okay, this is a bot. This is some phony shit. Just ignore it. Don't engage that. So you cannot live your life worried about how people who really don't like you and are ignorant and see you in a negative light or feel that they are superior to you because they got less melanin in you, it goes to show you how ignorant and dumb and insecure and incompetent they are. So that's their problem. Don't let a you problem, as in they, don't let a you problem become a me problem. How you see me doesn't determine how I see me at all. But anyway, it's been a lot of heat, and you know, listen, I'm 10 toes down with you, Representative Jasmine Crockett, and I saw something else. Supposedly, she knocked a phone out of one of these MAGA cult members' hand, and they were talking about. She's a lawyer, so you know she understands how to handle herself, and I know that she got there's some law firms and some lawyers out there that, you know, they'll represent her. I'm sure they'll represent her pro bono. She's a very accomplished, talented lawyer, so she got that. But we with you. I'm with you. So, was it the most appropriate thing? Yes. People who are disabled, wheelchair bound, I get it. If you were offended by what she said, I do understand. But I have never met Jasmine Crockett, but I can guarantee you that in that moment, Jasmine Crockett was not speaking from an ableist, where there's like an inherent bias toward disabled people. I can guarantee you that, and I've never met her. I can absolutely guarantee that, because I've watched this sister move, and she's all about making sure that using her platform to protect people who are less fortunate than her, to protect poor and working class people of all backgrounds. And she just didn't tolerate the racist, sexist, misogynist, homophobic, bigoted bullshit. And she stands up. And as a black woman, and America in general is still very sexist and misogynist. We tried to elect they wouldn't even vote for a super qualified white woman. And you had a super qualified black woman. So America needs to look itself in the mirror, including the 53% of white women that voted for a dude that was found liable of sexual assault, who the judge in the case said that he saw enough evidence to where he felt that Donald Trump raped E. Jean Carroll in this department store in the 90s. That you can find, that's a fact. That is a statement that a judge made in court. You can find it. It was a civil trial, so he was found liable of sexual assault and still owes this woman like $90 million and ain't paid it. So miss me, but if, like I said, if you're disabled and just on his face, I get that. But Greg Abbott, Governor Greg Abbott, who, full disclosure, I've called him Governor Hot Wheels on this show on multiple occasions. Because this man, just by the policies that he's enacted in his state alone, it showed that he is one of these deep, hardcore MAGA, racist, sexist, misogynists who don't give a shit about poor, working class people or disabled people. Just look at the laws that he signed off on and his policies and how he's just shipped random immigrants all across the country. So miss me with that. All of a sudden, these same MAGA folks that was cool with Orange Hitler, Donald Trump, mocking disabled journalists, now all of a sudden y'all in y'all feelings about Jasmine Crockett, Representative Crockett, because she called Governor Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels, who virtually a majority of the population of Texas, they have been calling him Governor Hot Wheels for a while. And does it make it right in a purely decent standpoint, from a standpoint of like proper manners and decency and humanity? Is it proper to make fun of a person who is disabled? No, it's not. But when that person that's disabled is a bully and mean, cruel, racist, evil man, racist and cruel and sexist and misogynist. And no, two wrongs, as I was taught, two wrongs don't make a right. But sometimes you just gotta call shit out. And it might not come out nice. And it could offend some people. So I'm not our spokesperson, and I get it. But yeah, I've called his ass Governor Hot Wheels because he's a hypocrite. And instead of using his power as governor for good, to bring people together, to help to help lift up people, the poor and who wants to get rid of people's health care. So miss me with all of that. You need to check his ass. You would think someone who is from a community that is discriminated against would not engage in discriminating against so many different types of people. You would think he, of all people, would have a level of compassion and humanity and empathy. It's just like black people that engage in anti-blackness. So miss me with all of that about Governor Greg Abbott. Miss me with all of it, with his evil, insensitive, racist, sexist ass. I'm not mad at you at all. So, you upset with Jasmine Crockett, you need to look at the record, the voting or the laws that Governor Greg Abbott has signed in Texas. Taking away the reproductive right. They're women from the state of Texas that after he, basically when they signed off on virtually an abortion ban, it's almost impossible to get an abortion ban. And then they want to try to pass a law that women could be go to jail, maybe even get the death penalty. And Governor Greg Abbott is cool with that. So you got women that have died because they have lost their reproductive freedom in the state of Texas. So talk to me about that. See, if we're going to have this conversation, let's have it. All right. Man, the show's been on fire today. I didn't know it was going to be it's something about this black leather shirt that it brings it out. I don't know. It brings the fire out in me. All right. Listen, everybody, I thank you for watching. I want you to have a great weekend. God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Chicago. Everybody on Central Time, 5:30, live in Los Angeles, and the West Coast, 3:30 p.m. Tell everybody, please subscribe to my channel. Man, the numbers are going up and up and up. So I am about less than 250 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner. That means that YouTube will send my media company a check every month. So thank you. Spread the word, everybody, all weekend long. Please tell everybody that you know that they got to subscribe. They got to check out the show. You'll love the show, or you'll hate it for all the races and the sexists and misogynists. They hate it, but they love it just to hate it and have something to hate on and talk about. So y'all are welcome to, because all y'all help bring up my numbers. So fine. Tell all the MAGA cult they want to be pissed off. Watch this arrogant N-word. Always talking, with the Democratic plantation. No, I ain't on nobody's plantation. You got me? But I have a sense of compassion, empathy, and humanity, and I understand that it's a handful of people that y'all think that care about you, MAGA cult members, especially the poor and working class white MAGA cult members. And you got a little handful, black folks, significant number of Latino brothers, over 50% voted for the felon, 47, Orange Hitler, and some others, from Asian American, not the majority. But no, I'm not with the bullshit, and I hate bullies, and hate is a strong word, but I have no tolerance for bullies and for bigotry and hatred, and using your positions of power, authority, financial resources, and influence to bully people, to oppress people. I cannot stand a racist or bigot or misogynist or sexist or bully. I cannot stand them at all. I have no use for them, have no tolerance for them. But I would never wish them ill. I would never wish their family ill, because that's not in me, because I don't want that karma to come back to me or my family. And karma is real. You don't have to believe in no higher power or nothing. But the energy that you put out into the universe, I promise you, I guarantee you, as I am standing here 10 toes down, looking into this camera, the energy that you put out into the universe, I don't give a damn what you call it. It is your energy, good or bad. And your energy, your karma, your energy will always find its way back to you, because it is yours. And that is just the way that the universe works. And as my grandfather, Conway Jones, who still was the wisest man I ever knew, who quit school in 3rd grade to go work and help his mom take care of him, his single mom take care of him, and his 2 younger brothers. If you don't believe it, just keep living long enough. I know my mother's watching. She heard that a million times. Just keep living long enough. You'll see that karma is real. Whatever energy you put out into the universe, bigotry, hatred, division, fear, misogyny, is coming back to you. And if you put out goodness and kindness and compassion and empathy and humanity, if you put that energy into the universe, it'll come back to you. And there's some people that think that empathy is a sin. Well, that says something about them. And this speaks to their level of evil, pure evil and arrogance and greed and narcissism. So I have no tolerance for that. And I make no apologies for having no tolerance for it. And I will always speak out against it. I've been that way since I was a child. And if my mother was on camera live with me, she would tell you, yes, Jeannie has been that way. I've always tried to protect people from the time I was 4 years old. All right. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Like I said, thank you, God, for letting me do the Geno Jones Show Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 p.m. live on the West Coast. And thank everybody. Spread the word to subscribe to the channel. You can screen grab, rip some of this monologue, chop it up, make it go viral. Please leave your comments. Whether you agree or disagree, it don't matter. Leave your comments in my comment section, because I want to hear from you. Even the MAGA cult. Yeah, I don't mind. Now, if you get real crazy with some silly, racist, bigoted, misogynist, sexist, anti-black, or anti-anything-ish, then I'm just gonna block you and I ain't gonna be bothered with you. But yeah, I'd love to hear your comments, just in general, my viewers. But I've been doing this 4.5 years now. So my fans, my viewers, they know how I get down, but I want to hear from you anyway. Leave your comments in the comment section. The show is interactive when I'm on live, like I am right now. If you're watching me Friday afternoon, early evening or in the afternoon out in Los Angeles, you could join. There's a conversation always going on, usually led by my mother, Mary Dixon. You can join that conversation and give me your opinion, give me your comments. If you can ask me a question, whatever it is, feel free to do that. If you would like to support my media company, if you would like to support this show financially, so voices and platforms like mine will have a home and will be able to speak truth to power and still have fun and to entertain you and use entertainment and humor to enlighten and empower, to engage, to educate, to inspire, to uplift the culture, the community, and humanity. I would love to have you as a sponsor. Just send me an email at my Gmail, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell it behind me, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. I'll send you a sponsorship package and give me some contact information. We'll set up a meeting. We can do it via Zoom, or you can, as an individual or company, you can support the show financially, and it's so important that we do that. It is. We got to support all of our Black-owned institutions and Black businesses. You can Zelle me. You can Zelle a contribution, a financial gift, a love offering. And I ain't going to tell the ushers to close the doors. Stand back and close the doors until you give me $20, until I get $40,000. But it would be greatly appreciated. It would. It is so important to support. See, that's the way you do it, Pastor Sapp. He's like, don't bully folks and, close the doors. I told you, close the doors. I said close the doors. Close the doors until y'all give me $20 right now. Watching me. I'm not going to do that. But you can Zelle me, Geno Jones, and then type in the number 843 on Zelle. Geno Jones, type in 843 on Zelle. Or you can Cash App me. I'm going to set up Venmo. I don't know. PayPal, that's a whole nother story. Yep. Complicated. PayPal. Folks that started PayPal, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel. Anyway, Cash App me. $, Dad G Jones. So it's $, capital D, lowercase a-d, capital G, capital J, O-N-E-S, $, Dad G Jones. You got that? All right, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate, man, have a great weekend. Me and you Monday afternoon, 6:30 p.m. Eastern with another live edition of the Geno Jones Show. This week, my shows, the monologues have been on fire, so make sure you go back and check them out. Some great stuff. If you missed any of this episode, this is really a fun, funny episode. I had no idea it was going to be this. It was just, sometimes you just feel like you're in a zone. So that's really every show, every episode. But this one was for me, it was a little different. And I hope it hits you differently, or not too different, because, I have the same energy really every day. But we try to have some fun with it because it is Friday. We like to have fun on Fridays, funny Fridays, all right? I love you guys. I really do. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I thank God for putting you all, watching me right now in real time, either live or just watching me on your time. I thank God for putting you in my life and using you as a vessel to bless me. And in turn, I ask God, and I'm honored that God chooses me to be used as a vessel to bless whoever is ever blessed by anything that I've said or done, to try to, and not just entertain, but empower and enlighten and educate and inspire and uplift. So I thank you, God, for using me as a vessel. And I thank you for using my viewers as a vessel to do the same for me. We'll see you live. Oh, by the way, the Geno Jones Show brought to you by City Vibes. The weekend is here. So it is the ultimate adult night spot here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. Jump on the interstate, jump on a plane, and come on down to Charleston, the great city, to check out 9730 Dorchester Road. Follow City Vibes on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Shout out to Corey and Kenya Williams, the owners of City Vibes. V like Victor, I-B like boy, E-S, City Vibes. And shout out to the Crate Group, one of the top nonprofit organizations in America, on the planet. And shout out to their CEO, Mr. Kendrick Bannister, brother Al. The Crate Group, C-R-A-T-E, the Crate Group on Facebook, thecrategroup.org. Check them out. They're doing great work. Been doing great work for over 3.5 decades. Over 3.5 decades, brother's been putting in work in his organization. Shout out to Miranda Nichols and everybody that's part of the Crate Group family there. All right. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. Check him. He is the master barber's master barber. Whatever hair you need, hair fixing, hair cuts, hair restoration, hair maintenance, it all. If it has anything to do with hair, Markel got you. It's KELBECUTTINUP, Kelby Cutting Up on Instagram or IG. Tell him his boy Geno. Boy, he knows. He's the official barber and hairstylist, so he's part. He gets that mention every episode. Shout out to Allie Jones, she is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check out Allie Jones and her Lexi Jones collection out on IG or Instagram, LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi, underscores that little dash at the end of the second L, LX.NCL underscore. Shout out to Bruce Gage, also wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. Check out the Mario Uomo collection. Mario, M-A-R-I-O, you can spell Mario, but Uomo is spelled with a U. I know it didn't sound that way, but it's U-O-M-O. Mario Uomo, U-O-M-O. All right, I think I got everybody. Big shout out to Tiffany Haddish. She is performing tonight here downtown Charleston at the Charleston Music Hall. So shout out to Tiffany. If you know Tiffany Haddish, my sister, I would love to have you on the TV show. I actually sent her a text and I sent her a copy of the show. I'm gonna send her a copy of this episode and tell her I gave her a big shout out because she is funny. I'm a huge fan of her. Damaris loves her, my family. We all love Tiffany. Sister is funny as all get out. Repping LA out there on the West Coast. Get it right. West Side. I know I got the fingers. West Side. Okay. You got it. So shout out to Tiffany Haddish. Allie, my baby girl, is going to go to the show. So I think maybe Damaris is going. I think her and Damaris are going to go. So anyway, I want to let the ladies in my life go, Tiffany. So, because I just kind of found out, like, she called up to our radio station today. So, but I'd love to have you as a guest on the show, Tiffany. Keep doing your thing, my sister. I'm proud of you. I'm 10 toes down, standing right there with you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Once again, I'm out of here. Go back if you missed any of this episode. Go back and binge watch this and every episode. I'll see you live Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Chicago Central Time, y'all. 5:30 live in Los Angeles. So Tiffany, when you get back on the West Coast Monday, you can watch me live 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.